Okay. Everybody there? Anybody there? So welcome today to the presentation of Peculium, a company you might know because you are here today. You want to know more about the company you already know. We are very happy to welcome you. We are a young starting company working on the blockchain. We're working on the interesting topic for you that is savings. And we are going today to be providing you a quick presentation, hopefully interesting for you, in which we will provide you some key information, and we will provide also the possibility to ask questions and to interact with us. So welcome, nice to have you on board, and let's start by a quick presentation of what the company is. From our point of view, and this point of view we would like to be shared with you. So prepare your questions so that at the end of the presentation I can take them and provide you some answer related to that questions. C'est parti mon PDF.
Il est là en bas à droite. Ouais. Voilà. Les petites flèches du vert pour le côté de l'écran.
So Peculium is the first savings platform targeting cryptocurrency market. Nobody else than us was engaged in that operation before we did it. That's why we say we are the first, and it's important to know that we are the first because we are creating something. We are not just starting something that you will hear. We are not just making a storytelling. We are creating something, and that's something we will show in this presentation. And we are creating this something based on things like automatic machine learning. That is also something which is in the air now, and nobody was using it as we are going to be using it. So we are really the first having a use case that is shared by many people like you and shared by us, and using machines, automatic learning machines. That is something that is going to be huge in the coming years. For now, it's just at the start. And we are going to be using the blockchain technology. So another challenge. The blockchain technology is something you are surely heard about. And we have chosen to work with Ethereum blockchain. So as you may know, there are many blockchains, small, huge, historical one. And we choose the Ethereum one. So very powerful first savings system based on cryptocurrency and automatic machine learning, and a new system for people. So for companies, for individual people, we have people who are interested in that topic since some months now, and surely you are among this number of people. And now we are targeting the companies, so what we call continued coin offering. So that's why I'm showing you this slide. We have 40 people working to deliver something for you individuals and for the companies that would like to join us. Those companies will be involved by investing some money in the company. So we expect them to invest so that we can raise some millions on the Peculium for the Peculium development. And this money will also be a powerful cryptocurrency because Peculium is also a cryptocurrency. So we are going to be having a PCL cryptocurrency that will create create an ecosystem having this new savings system and this PCL running around that system. So the CCO started in March and is going to be durating until July this year. And it's targeting the private and corporates and institutions. So private corporations means companies like hedge funds, like private funds, or like investors, like any company that would like to be involved in cryptocurrency savings is welcome. So, but by the our first target is going to be the funds, the cryptocurrency funds. So who are we? So here we are here to tell you who we are. So as I told you, we are the first cryptocurrency system based on blockchain and automatic machine learning. And we are 40 people, and the management itself is led by Rashid Ukai, who created all of this, and who was here 2 days ago for a webinar. For people who didn't attend that webinar, I invite them because it was very interesting. There were interesting questions. I invite them to watch the webinar, which is available on our website and on YouTube. You also have a very visible person who is Abed Ajaou, who is leading the construction of AIXVE, and he will be delivering a very, very interesting webinar next April 14. And I invite you to also come to that event, because it will be an event. It will be very, very interesting. You will be able to see AIXVE acting, doing things. You will see results because we are in a situation where we can share interesting things with you. So share the information about the coming event on AIXVE, and don't come alone. Come with people who are interested, and even people who are not interested. They might see something interesting for them. And I'm Bruno Chouanga, so I'm working with the team on many topics. We found a name, which is strategy, but the thing is to be thinking before acting, organizing, and providing help to people. We both have numerous numbers of years working in the data warehousing, data analytics for 4 years. So each of us has 20 years working on those, and we met some years ago. And this company, this Peculium, is a common story, a common building among us. What will be Peculium doing for its clients? Peculium will be facilitating the access to the crypto asset markets. People who are not aware, people who are not really comfortable with going to the crypto markets, if they come to Peculium, it will be simple for them. That's the challenge, and that's what we deliver. That's what we are going to be delivering. So today, people are going to crypto market when they know it. So you have to create an account. You know how technical it can be. One of the goals is to simplify the access to cryptocurrency market, and then we will have the possibility to have more people joining us who are already involved in the cryptocurrency market. We will be able to involve people who are thinking of going there, and maybe who are not really ready to go there. And those people are in developed countries and in developing countries. We have this segmentation because when we looked at people coming in the Peculium website, most of the people were coming from South America, from Argentina, for example, and this has to be analyzed. So we have data, and you understand that, oh, people coming from Argentina, if you look at why they are coming from, why they are coming to Peculium, it's because they have a very volatile economy, money, and they are looking for something else, something to save, to save their assets. So they are interested in Peculium, who is working on the savings topic. So this is something that is interesting for us. This was just an example, Argentina. Because we also have countries like Nigeria, more than 100 million people interested in Peculium and coming to our website. We also have people in Southwest Asia, for example. So many people around the world. We also have people coming from developed countries, so Central Europe, Eastern part of Europe, who are also interested. So people come from different situations in the world for different reasons, and both need to save their assets. So how can I save what I have? So we are here to facilitate that access for them. So this is what we provide to those people. It can be companies and it can be also individuals. What do we provide concretely? If we look at the traditional market, you have, maybe some of you heard about IPO. So for the cryptocurrency market, it's about ICO. So we have this study, and we can see that the underlying traditional markets says, oh, Bloomberg is a public website that provides information to people. Peculium, in the cryptocurrency market, we also provide information to people, to the public, to general people, and to the companies. So we are in the segmentation in the market that we can call information provider market. In the traditional market, we also have people doing asset management, so dealing with the asset of people. So you come with your money and you try to generate maybe some more money, or you try to invest on something you trust in. You want to invest on ecology, you want to invest on environment, you want to invest on technology. People, asset managers, do that for you. Hedge funds also, they invest to increase the amount of money you have. Peculium, for the cryptocurrency market, by working with hedge funds or crypto hedge funds, will be able to act as an asset manager. This is something that we can do, or we wouldn't do. So it's something that we are going to be building with the crypto hedge funds. We are not obliging them. We are not going to do their job. We are here to facilitate. So if they want to manage themselves the assets that are provided to them by people, and they want to manage it directly themselves via Peculium, we will provide them the possibility to manage it themselves. So we are not going to say, you don't do it, we do it. No, we are going to welcome them and provide them the tools so that they can use us, Peculium, to go into the cryptocurrency market. Very important, because this means bridging, putting a bridge between economies. So you have the traditional economy and you have the crypto market economy, and Peculium will be a bridge for those two economies. And this is very important. It's we are not stopping something. We are not trying to create something from zero. We are putting a bridge between the traditional market and the cryptocurrency market. And this is very, very important to understand. We are going to be offering, as I told you, technological solutions. So you guys, you want to manage your assets, based on what are you going to do that? You are going to do that based on the fact that we are going to provide you strong tools, because we are going to be working on big data tools. We are going to be working on automatic machine learning. We are going to be doing this to decrease the risk, so to provide you the more we can as information based on information that we have from the blockchain. And as you may know, the blockchain is open and available, but people do not really know how and where's the information, how to use that information. And we will be there to provide that information so that they can decrease the risk of investing. And this is something that is required by people. People want and need to have less risk on their investment, less risk on the assets that they hardly created. When you earn something, you don't want to lose it, so you want to generate a benefit from it. So it can be a benefit like a better life, living in a nice area, or it can be, I put a part of it for tomorrow, for the future. So the vision here is to provide a better future for people. The capacities that we have are there. So we have a huge capacity on data management. So as I told you, the team is concretely based on people who have strong knowledge in the data, working on the storage. So we are able to work on huge data and provide the information that is on this huge amount of data. We are going to be providing data analytics for people, and this is very important for you to be able to query a system, to say, hey, I have nice, easy to use tools, and I can use these tools because Peculium was there to provide me those tools. And Peculium will be providing those tools so that people can lower the risk and continue being in the cryptocurrency market. So it's something that we are creating to help people, to provide support so that it's easy to use. And added to that, we will be providing an automatic machine learning system. So the more the data will be available, the more this system will be performant and will be able to provide some interesting information for you. And information there is the high value that you can retrieve from Peculium. And we will also have natural language processing, meaning that you will be able to express yourself talking, for example, to the machine, and you will have answers. Okay, so this is something that we will be using for you. So people hear about technological stuff, and the merging all of this is something that will give birth to Peculium. How are we going to go to the market? We are going to go to the market with products like, with 3 products. The name of the products is Sengulus, Alterus, and Solidus. Sengulus is open to individual people. So people who are investing their savings on Peculium will have a smart contract. So a smart contract is a contract that is created between the end user and Peculium, and who is automatically managed by the machine. There's no nothing can happen that was not written, that was not clearly asked by the people. So Sengulus will be open to individual people. We also have 2 other contracts, smart contracts, that are Alterus and Solidus. Alterus will be open to companies, Alterus and Solidus, but Alterus will be managed by them. So Sengulus and Alterus will be managed by people. So if you want to get in now and get out maybe 10 days later or 1 year later, it will be your choice. So Singulus will be providing you that capability, and AskeksVE for companies will provide the same capability. So there's no limitation on the duration. But we have to provide some parameters to that contract. So who are you? What, some information that will help the contract live. So it's something that has to be managed carefully. The other smart contract is Solidus. So Solidus clearly is made for huge companies who are there to say, okay, I would like to invest for something like 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, 5 years, and I want it to be completely managed by AIXVE. So I will not be managing it myself. I don't want to. I don't have the skills. I am not interested in doing that. So what I want is I invest and you guys, you manage it. So this is a type of smart contract that is going to be available for those people. So 3 smart contracts, and 2 of them managed by who wants, and 1 of them managed by the automatic machine learning system. What is the vision? The vision is, we shared it on the website, and we have a sort of resume here. The vision is to say, okay, we have 2 big markets, the B2B one and the B2C one. So B2B means business to business. So we are in this phase, we are targeting the corporates with a CCO process which started in March and which is supposed to be going to be running until July this year. For the B2C, we are going to have a version of AIXVE somewhere end of May, early June, meaning that this will be open to you and you will be able to use this beta version. That's why I was talking to you about this webinar that will be 10 days from now, less than 10 days from now. I like to check the exact date and time on the website, and it really will be very, very interesting. We have very interesting results. We cannot talk about them because we need this to be delivered by ABED. But this is a very interesting moment for Peculium itself. So for the Q3 and Q4 activities, we are going to be starting AskeksVE. So as I told you, the B2B smart contract will be starting somewhere in Q3. At the same time, the Singulus also will be starting. In the meantime, we are creating, we are building, we are testing, we are putting all the security that we need on top of this to be able to deliver something that is bug-free and that is performing. We imagine a system used by a number of people around the world, so it's not a single user that will be connecting at a time. It will be many people doing different things at a time. So we need to set up a high performance supercalculator to be able to deliver the powerful system you deserve. So this is the target of the coming activities for us, and we will be having the automated management solution by the end of next week, and at that time only we will be able to start the Solidus smart contract. So this is a sort of roadmap. So it's a restricted roadmap, but it's something that is concrete for you, and I wanted to share it with you. So this is what I wanted to share with you today. I expect some questions from your side. I'm going to close this and come to you to be able to answer your questions. So I have a first question. So I have a first question. The question is, how will you solve a problem? So the first question is, how will you solve a problem when a person buys AIXVE prediction and then posts online when everyone can see it for free? Interesting question, this. We thought about this, and predicting is a very complex activity. So we are not going to provide predictions for the coming week or for the coming month, for many reasons. Because if we do that, and the predictions are bad, we can close. And if we do that and the predictions are good, how can we sell them? So it's a question like that. And that's the meaning of your question here. So the predictions will be 15 minutes or 30 minutes ahead of time. So you guys, when you are you are on an exchange and you want to buy or sell, this information can be valuable at that time. That's why, to protect everyone, you and us, the predictions will be for 15 minutes or half an hour ahead, not more. Not more, because the predictions, the first thing is that the prediction will be based on informations that are provided by people. I'm starting a new ICO, what is my ICO about, what is my market cap, and so on and so forth. Or I'm closing an ICO and people have my coins. This information is used to say, okay, the information came now and we can use it now to provide valuable information to people who request it. If we provide that information with targeting a 1 month timeline, as you may know, the things go very, very fast in the cryptocurrency world, and information is key at the moment. So you need to have something valuable for now. Something for next month is very, very too far. So we are targeting a short period of time to have something that is concrete, and to also be able to give a clear difference to people having it and people who do not have it. Okay, so this is how we solve this topic. Clearly, people will post it online if it's too much ahead of time, and yeah, it's life. You cannot prevent it. You cannot prevent people from sharing what they have. So they will still be doing what they want, but it will be in a 15 minutes or 30 minutes time frame. I hope your question was well answered. Maybe you have another question. Maybe there's some other topics to cover compared to the presentation, or to any other topic that was not in the presentation. As I told you during the presentation, we are working hard on creating that something, that thing that will be reliable, so something that people can trust in. And the trust will be based on our experience, on the fact that we have a certain number of years on the data, and also on the fact that we will be basing the system on data, not on thinking about, not on something that might be arriving, not something that can be or could be. No, we will be working on data. And data doesn't lie. Data is there, and you have to use it. And we are not going to be using things like, oh, I think this will be happening. No, this is not a fact. This is a thought, and people think the contrary 5 minutes later or 2 minutes later. We are going to be basing all of this on real facts. So something happened or something didn't happen. Something happened and was supposed to be happened. Something didn't happen and was supposed to be happened. This is fact. So when you say, I'm going to create something, it's something. It's something that is like a commitment. And if you say you are going to start an ICO, it's something. And if the ICO doesn't start, it's another fact, it's another information. And we based on that type of clear and shareable information, something that can be visible and shared by everyone. So another question is, how much will one production cost? So we are working, we didn't determine that, we are working on the price. As you may know, we are still building the system, so we don't have the entire cost of the system. We have something that we have estimated, but as you may know, you create and you have to set up the security, and you expect to have a security at the level 1 of the security is this cost, and you have a hard attack. You have somebody creating an attack and affecting systems. You cannot stay like that. Even if your prediction was, oh, I'm going to spend €1 million on security, you will have to spend more because it's a security topic. So for now, we don't have a clear price. We are still working on it because we are still working on the solution itself. We are going to be determining the price as soon as we have all the costs put together and say, okay, this is the cost, real cost, this is expected cost. We can have more cost, we can have, like a margin, and this is the market, and this is something that people can afford compared to the service we offer. So the price is not known yet. I know that this is an important question for you, but we are not going to be creating something expensive because we are targeting people. We are not just targeting people who can afford. So we are not going to make a high price just because we want to have a lot of money in short term. We are creating something for the long term. So our business model is something that we look forward and not just look at our shoes. So the price will surely surprise you because it will not be expensive. It will be fair. That's the only thing I can say now. But it's something that will come out very soon as we are going to be opening the system to you guys in Q3 this year. So it's a matter of some months to have all the cost and share the price with you. But interesting question because people expect that, but it's not the first time people are asking that question. It was already asked to the CEO the last Wednesday, and the answer was the same one. I was with him, so we are working on the price, and we are not going to deceive you. It's something that will be interesting for you. Something else that will be interesting for you guys. Another question that will be interesting for you, for the community. We are having a lot of webinars this time. We are in different areas of the company. So we are communicating what we are, who we are to you, so that you can have real people talking to you live. Yesterday we had a presentation on time series. This is something that is going to be in AIXVE. Time series is something that is very important when we talk about cryptocurrency behavior, and we communicate around this. So we let people understand, let people see who we are doing our job. So we are going to have some other webinars. I invite you to look at the website, other webinars based on what we are doing, and sharing that information with you so that you can understand what we are doing, where we are going, and all those stuff that can be interesting for you. So if you have no question for now, or if you have a question related, for example, on the marketing activity, we are going to have a webinar based on that. It's on the website also. Any other topic that would be interesting for you to cover? So if you don't have any other question, I suggest we close the meeting. I was happy to have you around, to have this presentation, to provide you this internal information, but you deserve it. It's internal, but it's something that we want to share. So it's not a pain for us. It's a pleasure, and we are happy to share that information with all of you. We are happy to tell you who we are and what we are doing, where we are going, and to share the fact that savings is interesting for each and everyone, and we would like you to be welcome on the blockchain world, and to be welcome around the blockchain technology, around the saving topics, where we are the only company to be working on today. And welcome also to the next webinar of my colleagues. So the technical webinars and the company webinars based on the project management organization, or marketing organizations, or whatever other event of the company. So thank you for joining, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.